Hello and welcome to another episode of the Basildon Council's official podcast. I'm your host Ryan, and this week I'm delighted to say that joining us are two youth mayors. We have Maizat Mustapha and Kuukua Aidoo. Hello ladies, how are we?
Good.
Excellent.
Great.
Thank you very much for coming to join us today. I really do appreciate it. That's now, I think, three mayors we've had. So we've had Mayor Mackenzie, we've got yourself, and we have a deputy mayor. I'm very honoured to have lots of mayors join us on the show, so thank you very much.
That's four mayors, isn't it?
Wait, no, it's three.
But you're deputy, but...
Do you count yourself as two? Because you've done it twice now.
No, I'm saying, because I like you. Did you count her as the third?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I was just making sure you're included.
Yeah, we're still up there. Like, come on, let's not downplay this. Hi, welcome. Have we never done a podcast before? We've never done one.
No.
Excellent. Good times. So let's try and find out a little bit more about our youth mayors. And I'm really excited to talk about sort of politics for young people, how we can get involved in sort of stuff like that, and sort of a little bit how you guys got involved. So, Maizat, if we could start with you. So you are our youth mayor. So are we local? Like, how do we get into sort of youth mayor politics? Have we always been into politics? How did that sort of kick off for you?
Well, I was more into like science, but I basically joined my local youth council club first through a friend. Usually, yeah, you can join. You do usually have to live local or either work or go to school in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So not everyone that's part of our council lives locally, but they usually go to school in Billericay or just around the area. But yeah, you basically join just as a new member through your local youth council. And then from then, after, because I've been there for 4 years, so I'd say after some time, when you get comfortable, during the AGM, you could go for the role of chair. And then if you, the people vote, and then if you get the role of chair of your youth council, how it works with Basildon is whoever's chair of the youth council is automatically youth mayor of Basildon.
Okay.
So, yeah.
See you, Kuukua. How did we get into politics?
I mean, I think if my memories are right, I would say it all started, I think when we were 2016, with the US elections. That's when I genuinely first started.
Because that's big for a lot of people. That could be their first intro, because you see it's quite massive and they really play it big.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first time I ever started genuinely watching politics, getting interested in it. And I think then a couple of years later, I think it was on the news. I can't even remember what it was, but it was something about youth parliament or something. And I went on Google and I did a bit of Googling and I found the youth council and I was like, I'm going to join, and I did. And I guess it just went on from there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We're all learning.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And for yourself, Maizat, how did you get into it? So you mentioned how you sort of spotted your youth council, but how did you spot it? Was it like you say, it was a friend that mentioned it?
Yeah,
I might try that.
Well, she would tell me about all the fun things you do, and you can make new friends, and then the volunteering opportunities as well. So that kind of interested me. So yeah, she was a member for years and years, so she had a lot of experience and a lot to tell me. So I just thought, why not? I'm young, let me join. It'll be nice.
So for the two of you, politics is it's seen as quite a big, all-encompassing sort of thing. But what is it about politics for you guys that is interesting?
I think it's the fact that it's so... I feel like there's always something to fix, if that makes it. There's always something that the people need or something to improve.
Mm-hmm.
It's not one of those things where science or other kind of subjects where... Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Well, that's right. So we, I mean, I feel like with science, is it that there's a definitive answer to a lot of things, whereas politics, these things can change.
Yeah, it's very subjective as well, about what the people want and stuff, and it goes hand in hand with society as well. The way politics is now is not how it was years ago. Or it all depends on how the people feel. I don't know. It feels very inclusive. Anyone can get involved, really.
No, that's really...
As long as you have an opinion and something that you want to change, then
I really like the way you put that, where you like it is for everyone. And I think for a lot of people, we can see politicians, councillors, we think, oh, they're a particular type of person that does this, but no, it really is for everybody. Anyone can do this. Is it the same for you?
Yeah, I like the idea of the fact that there is something that your opinion, to a degree, will always be heard. You can always put your opinion forward, and you know, in the best case scenario, it's heard and something happens. But even if it doesn't, you still get that experience. You still then understand a little bit more why sometimes politicians or councillors can't do certain things. You have that bit more understanding.
Yeah. That I find that so interesting. So for a lot of younger people, they can look at politics and think, it's not really for me, not really for me. So I find it fascinating that, you know, two young people such as yourselves are, from a fairly youngish age, really sort of, it caught you, it grabbed you. So, you know, do you think that it's important for young people to be active and involved in their politics? Maybe not necessarily to your level where that you can get involved and become youth mayors and really get involved in it, but just having an idea of what's going on and having an opinion. Do you think that's important?
Yeah, I think it's important that like we educate them, because I used to think like that as well, like kind of like, oh, politics like just seemed very big and like out of my comfort zone. But I think with the right education and just telling young people like in schools and stuff that there are ways to get involved, not even on our level, but you can speak to your school, you can go online now, everything's online, just search like what you did with the youth parliament.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I love that. You just have a little Google, what does it do? I want to do that.
Yeah.
So we are involved in politics. You were saying you were informed by a friend and you had a little Google. What's that first sort of experience like if you've never done it before? What's it like when you walk to your youth council and go, hello, what do I do? How does that go?
I mean, I think the first time, you're obviously a bit nervous because you don't, yes, you know, but also at the same time, it's like, it's something new. You might have necessarily done that before. But I think as time goes on, as like you get to know people and you feel more comfortable, it's really not that bad. Because I mean, like in the beginning, I think as a group, we weren't really that close. We were all there, but there wasn't much of like a relationship between us. But like as time went on, like now we're all really close. We all get along like really, really well together. And I think in the beginning, it is hard because it's new and you don't know what to expect. But as time goes on, you get more relaxed and you know like the people around you, it gets a lot better.
It's kind of like confusing at first as well. I remember my first meeting, like I didn't know what was going on, like what the chair was saying, because there's always an event that they're like planning for.
Yeah.
And like when you're new, you're kind of just like forced to listen. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
Like, is there a lot of jargon? And like,
I'm just like,
why? It's just called a meeting, not anything else.
Yeah, we'll be talking about like people coming to visit, and I'm just like, I don't really understand. Now it's fine.
Yeah.
But now with Share, like I try to like make them feel included, like tell them like, oh, this event, this is what we're going to do, so that they know what's going on. Because I could tell they might be a bit confused. Because we always have like new members coming in, so it's good to like, let them know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, it evidently works, because mind that you are the youth mayor. What's the full title? What was it?
What of our youth council?
Yeah. So what's your title? Youth mayor of
Basildon, and then chair of Basildon Borough Youth Council.
That's a mouthful.
No, you should want it to be BYC. That's what
BYC. So you briefly mentioned it earlier, but so how does one become a youth mayor? So you're involved in sort of your youth council, and you mentioned about being a chair and you become the mayor. So how does that work? So at what point when you're sort of just doing your thing, go, I'm going to be the mayor?
Well, it's still a new position. I think I'm the third. Like it's the third year of us doing it. But usually, okay, let's say you're a member already, like a known member of your youth council, your local youth council. Every year they should hold an AGM. Do you know what that is?
No, tell me.
It's like this annual like voting where you vote for like new roles, or you apply for a different role, because obviously everyone has a role. So there's chair, deputy chair, media officer, project officer as well, treasurer. Like we have different roles. And then if you feel confident, you can apply for the role of chair. And then it's usually done for a vote. So then people vote anonymously. And if you get chair, then you automatically become youth mayor. I know certain areas, I don't think Castle Point have one yet.
I think so.
Yeah, I think South End do, but it just depends. Yeah.
And so,
still new,
Yeah,
like,
it's quite new.
so we've been the mayor, we've been the deputy mayor now, and we are now the mayor.
Yeah.
What was that like with the first time you sort of become deputy mayor? Was it quite a bit of a daunting thing? Does it feel like, oh, I've kind of got a bit of power now, or, you know, responsibility? And how does it feel different now being the mayor, having been a deputy mayor?
I think deputy mayor I think it was alright. I didn't find it that daunting, because you only really like step in when like the youth mayor like can't come, and she was, my friend was youth mayor as well, so it was just very, very like comfortable. Like if I had like a query about something, or we were both going to an event and I didn't really know what was going on, like I'd ask her. Like it was good being deputy mayor. I think the transition to being like youth mayor is more like daunting, because it's like now it's like all on me, even though it's not really. When I go to events, like there's other people, but you know what I mean. Like it feels more like, I don't know.
Does it help to have an excellent deputy mayor?
Yeah.
So good luck. What's it like being a deputy mayor? And this is the first time we've done it. So when were you elected as a deputy mayor?
I think it was May. I think.
Yeah, like April, May.
Yeah, like yeah. I mean, we did like the whole speeches thing. I did write a speech, but then I think I made up like half of my speech, so I was going along. I think I according to plan a bit, and then I just went on for a little bit, but it actually was not as bad as I thought it would be. I was a bit stressed out about it, but then I was like, it can't be that bad, and it wasn't. And I think the first event I had, properly was probably, the civic service, which was like the most formal, I guess. But that wasn't even that bad. It was actually quite nice. And like to speak to like other like mayors from like, I think it was South End. Yeah, I think it was Castle Point and South End. They were really nice. I think as you do more events, you kind of realise that the council's actually really nice. They're not scary people.
Yeah, I feel like you put them on a pedestal.
Yeah, but they're not scary people. Yeah. They're actually really nice, and they're genuinely interested in like what we do as like mayors and youth mayors, and like as a council. And like Sergeant Major, she's like really interested in like what we do as a youth council, and sometimes she does like come and like ask us like how things are going, etc. They're really nice, generally.
No, that's lovely. It's something that I find when we have councillors on the show, and we generally say this at the beginning when we do our little intros, that most people see just councillor and then surname, and then just we forget sometimes that they are just people. And like you say, this is for everyone. And a lot of councillors maybe grew up here, they live around here. They are just everyday people, and although they may be in a sort of a position of power. They've got hobbies and things that they do at weekends, and some build Lego, some watch films, you know, so they're just everyday people. And I think sometimes it's nice to sort of see that and go, oh wait, you're just a normal person. So we've got fancy lanyard, we've got badges, haven't we? Excellent stuff, and we'll show those up on screen in a bit. What's it like? So obviously the mayor's got the big stuff, all the bling.
Yeah.
And what's it like receiving little things? You think, oh, I'm pretty cool, actually. Does it make it feel real?
Well, I'm jealous, because when I was deputy, I did not get a nice
badge. Is really nice.
Yeah.
I actually really like the badge. Like, I have no idea what's on it, but it is really nice.
Yeah. Mine's a bit wrinkled.
And so for younger people that may be watching this that are thinking, do you know what, I've got lots of opinions and sort of things that I feel like I want to say but don't know how to get involved. How can young people get involved such as yourselves?
Or obviously join your local youth council, or even at schools. I remember at my school they had like the student voice committee. Yeah, if your school has something like that, like, or like a debate club, you can get involved in that, and then like speak to teachers, and they should like help you out with that. But yeah, I definitely want more young people to join. Like, it'll be nice to see more like youth mayors and stuff, because that's still like a new concept. But yeah, if you just want to get involved, just get involved at school. Or just join your local like youth council and then go from there.
Yeah. Do we recommend it? Is it
yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, it takes getting used to. I think just go with like an open mind, because if you told me because I've been a member for 4 years now, 4 or 5 years, Yeah, so like obviously when I first joined, I wasn't thinking like I'd be, youth mayor, all this like stuff. So, you shouldn't go in thinking like, oh, I'm definitely gonna get this role. Just go with an open mind and just share your thoughts really.
And just before we finish up, as mayor and deputy mayor, you get to attend a lot of different events, I'm sure. Are there any ones that sort of stick out in your mind as being like, that was really cool, I really enjoyed that? Are there any that you thought come away with and think, really proud of that?
I think the volunteer awards that we do every year.
Yeah.
Hosting it.
You get to meet lots of interesting people.
Yeah, and it pushes you out because you have to like be on stage speaking. So pushes you out your comfort zone, but it's fun because you do it as like a group. It's nice. And there's good food.
I'm sorry. Look, volunteer awards will always be my favourite. Always. I'll do it every year until I've got to go. I will do it because it's just so much fun. Because even though yes, you are like on stage talking to people, but it helps with like your own confidence and like your public speaking. And the Victoria Sponge Cake is great.
And it's nice to see everyone like people get celebrated for their like contributions to the communities. I feel like a lot of people don't focus on that, so it's good. It's like the lights are on them. It's good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, thank you very much for coming in and joining us today. I really do appreciate you giving up your time. I'm sure you're very busy. So have you got any events coming up soon that you're looking at working on or appearing at?
Well, with the youth council, we have this gateway event that we're doing Friday. Yeah, so that's going to be like a radio show, and that's actually in 2 days then. Yeah. And we also have the volunteer awards on Tuesday coming up as well. And anything else?
I think right now that's it.
Yeah, for now that's it. We're also looking to support like new charities as well, but we have like new stuff going on. And then in a few months, April, we have our AGM. Where we all vote like a different role. This will be my last one. So.
Maizat's leaving us.
There'll be a new mayor coming up.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Hopefully. Well, fingers crossed for you. And then we can have a new deputy as well, and then site volunteers, and then we get lots of young people joining politics and getting involved and having a say. Yeah. Excellent for politics. Thank you very much for coming in today. I really do appreciate it. How was your first podcasting experience? It's not that bad, is it?
No, it's not. It's actually chill. Yeah, it's really relaxed. It's really nice.
Recording us. It's just a conversation. Honestly, I'm not that bad. It's just sit down and have a chat with me. It's nice and easy. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for watching as well. If you have any suggestions for anyone that you'd like us to talk about, please do drop a comment down below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.